Today is our Parts for the Arts event, which focuses on giving opportunities to our community members to engage in the arts, to either further develop their craft or to try something new.
The event we're at today is a one-day mass choir event that is just an open invitation to everyone in the city to come and share their voices and sing together.
Give people in our community the opportunity to come and sing in a choir if they never have before, or those that are already engaged in our choral community just to come and sing with different people of different ages and sing some different music for an afternoon. So we are stepping into something very unknown that none of us have really done before. So when we look at who has shown interest and sign up, one thing we're looking forward to is we have people of all ages and backgrounds. We have some young children, as young as like 6 or 7 year old, that are coming with their families. And then we also have some very seasoned singers in our communities in their more twilight years that are also coming, and then a whole array of people in between. Yeah, we're looking forward to kind of bringing everybody from all these different spaces and backgrounds into like one entity for a few hours. Our community has a very rich choral history, and what started at its peak was the boys' choir under the direction of Margo Fournier, and today exists in a few different aspects. You know, we have the Watson Air Women's Choir, which has been around for 50 years plus. We have the Prince Albert Concert Choir, which is kind of was that natural progression from the boys' choir. When we were at that board meeting talking about this event, I can't even remember who it was because it was a smart idea, not mine, just said, and why don't we also make it a tribute to Margo Fournier? Like, what a nice way to tie in our community's history, the history of this facility, which is really like the heart and center of a lot of our arts programming here, and then to tie all of that in with our goals with the one-day choir.
They're tributing today to my grandma Fournier, Margo Fournier. She was the director of the Prince Albert Boys Choir for 30 years. She also had a men's choir at the penitentiary here in town. Music was in her life from the start. She was an entertainer in World War II. She was one of 8 women from across Canada who went across to entertain the troops. She then returned to Prince Albert, started having children, but she started the Prince Albert Catholic Boys Choir at the cathedral, which eventually turned into the Prince Albert Boys Choir, which was an open invitation to all boys in the city. She did have a preference for working with male voices, young and old. That's not to say she didn't involve herself with some of the girls' voices. She collaborated with the Prince Albert Girls Choir at the time. She also was my first singing teacher, and I went on to get a degree in voice performance myself. It's exciting to know that my grandma is still a part of this city and a part of the arts. With this building recently being named for her, and then events like this being a tribute to her, her name continues to be strong. And there's still so many men in this city who are a part of her choirs who remember that influence and continue to carry their singing with them. A true tribute to her, men would come out. So in the future, I encourage any men out there who are in her choirs to come out and sing again, join your voices together. I know it's still in all of them. It's something that she fostered from the time that they were young and continues into them as an adult.
So we were having a conversation a number of months ago when our last Parts for the Arts event had wrapped up about what the next event might be. I myself, as a person involved in choirs and bands in the community, have seen a various different kind of one-day choir type events on social media that are often shared by other people with similar interests. So I kind of threw it out there to the board to say, this seems to be taking off in larger centers, but wouldn't it be cool just to see if there's interest from our community, just to get everybody together doing something to, increase the dopamine and release some stress and just do some community building for an afternoon in a different way than we've done before.
Kaylee and I were actually in a conversation once that we were saying that one of the reasons the arts are maybe not supported as much as they used to is because people haven't experienced it. So music education in particular is getting less support and less funding than it ever did in the past and when we were children and before that. However, we feel that that's just because people haven't experienced it. That experience of singing together in a choir is unlike anything you've ever experienced. It's powerful and it all comes from your own body, and it's syncing that with the people around you. There's an old saying that says, if everybody in the world had music, there would be peace because there would be harmony. It's so true from a scientific point of view as well as a mental health and an emotional point of view. Scientifically, musicians that work together, their wavelengths, their brain wavelengths start to move in the same directions. Emotionally, there's a huge connection between singing in particular and mental health and happiness, that it lets off the endorphins and that serotonin that's needed, that we need for that happy feeling. It's like a drug. So if more people experience that mass choir or that band or that music experience together, then more people will support it and it will become once again the norm and also a highly important part of music education.
If you have program ideas you'd like to see on MaxTV Local, let us know at SaskTel.com/local.